Hey, blockchain users. Last week I explained that there was a lot of volume in the market, which when this happens, it means that the smart money is getting involved. In this case, we were hitting an important level of support, so I was expecting buyers to be there and the prices would then rise. And this is exactly what happened. Now, yesterday was the other way around. We visited resistance at 65K once again, give or take that little 1% buffer, and we got rejected there. Now, this bar pattern here on yesterday was very bearish. I'm not expecting like a big sell-off to some absurd numbers. The support around 60K is very strong. So if we do go down, I expect buyers to be there again. So nothing too dramatic. It's just more trading around, which makes sense. We got this nice, powerful, and clean move up here. Now we need a little bit of choppy market action to shake people off and just bring some uncertainties and doubt in the market. In any case, basically what you need to understand is that we're probably gonna we are going to range in this box until we get out on one side or the other. The most likely scenario is we turn a bit and then we start our bull run finally after all this time waiting. Talking of bull run, let's take a look at my macro chart and just revise quickly. So if you are new to my channel, my theory is simple. Bitcoin behaves in the way that it goes down for 1 year, then it goes broadly speaking up, but there's a lot of sideways periods. Things are a bit boring, and a lot of people are in disbelief. They don't really think it's a bull run. And then we have the mania phase where just everyone agrees this is a bull market. Things just keep going up, and it's just crazy, right? So right now, in terms of time, well, we are about to enter it. It could be any moment because it's give or take 2 months, and right now we are basically just dead on almost. So the most likely moment would be November, but of course it could be beginning already. In any case, basically what this means for you is just get ready for some crazy crazy action. And one thing I haven't mentioned that I want to talk about very quickly, Bitcoin has been going sideways for 7 months. And in investing, just in general, when there is a very long period of time where it just goes sideways, what follows is always a very powerful move. Of course, it can be to the downside, but in this case, I'm very confident it's going to be to the upside. Now, just say, for instance, here, there was a lot of sideways action, and then we saw powerful move down, sideways action, powerful move up. These things just happens over and over in the market. Since we are on the subject of the macro big picture, I want to update you guys on the emotions of the market. You might remember this as the Wall Street cheat sheet. In any case, the way I use this is basically that it helps me understand the market sentiment and where we are in big cycles of emotion. So personally, I like to buy when there is a lot of anger and depression, and I like to sell when either in the euphoria phase or too late in the complacency phase. Basically, once I know that we are in the complacency and things are like the euphoria is behind us, well, I know that I've missed the top, but that's okay. I just sell at the lower prices, but I have confirmation that the whole bull run has basically, it's completed. In any case, there are many ways to use it. This is how I do it. And right now, I think we are in the optimism phase because people are really saying that this rally is real. They believe that we are in a bull run, but we are not just there at the end where all the retails and everyone just go crazy and talk about, super cycles and stuff that doesn't make sense anymore. So we are just, winding up for that big move in terms of sentiment. To help you understand, I'm going to show you a live example with the S&P 500. Now, the last time we saw euphoria was when things were actually crazy with GameStop. People were making a lot of money and things were just not rational. Investing was basically a game. People were basically gambling, calling insane prices for Bitcoin and anything. It was just very stupid. Now, but it was also fun. In any case, after that, we had a pretty nice crash that lasted for a long time, which was followed by a long period of sideways accumulation. But during that time, people were really afraid. They were talking about a recession that would last for years and prices that were very low. It was actually insane the things that people were saying, but basically that was the anger and depression. This really was the best time to be buying, and this is where I did most of my buying. Now, in between, anything goes. You can just keep buying as long as you know that the euphoria is not there because it will be followed by a crash. The last very, very clear moment was for me when people were afraid because a few banks went bankrupt, but they were like small banks and it wasn't really important. But at that moment, people were saying that the last rally was fake and that we would go down again. Of course, that didn't happen, meaning that this was in fact the disbelief phase. We were at the start of a bull run, but people didn't believe. Now, recently, we saw the interest rate cuts, and people are actually starting to say that right now this is a real bull run. People believe it, but not everyone. If you talk with people in the street, or just your mother or just your family, they probably are still not exactly as optimistic as most of the market participants. So because of that, I know that we're not quite there. We have a long way to go before the euphoria. Right now, we are either in the optimism or the belief phase. Now, what about you? Do you believe in my 4 year cycle? Where do you think we are with the emotions of the market? Do you agree with my analysis? Let me know down below and do the thing with the YouTube buttons. As for me, I will see you next time.